Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lala Febriana, Class English Education B2020, from West Sulawesi University. In here, I will the presentation my material about American literature, the colonial period, with my friend. She's name is Sister Hamida as the second speaker in this material. Okay, I will start for read my material. The first material is Periods of American Literature. The history of American literature stretches across more than 400 years. It can be divided into 5 major periods, each of which has unique characteristics. Notable authors and representative works: the colonial and early national period 17th century to 1830. The first European settlers of North America wrote about their experiences starting in the 1600s. This was the earliest American literature, practical, straightforward, often derivative of literature in Great Britain, and focus on the visual. In its earliest days, during the 1600s, American literature consisted mostly of practical non-fiction written by British settlers who populated the colonies that would become the United States. The second material is the colonial period from 1607 to 1765. During the American colonial period from 1607 to 1765, Puritanism was promoted, the course of moral cultivation and religious religions as the yardstick with people's daily life and labor. In their view, then America appeared as the promised land, a land where the world be free to worship God in their own terms. There were hundreds of others writing on technological subjects during this long period. However, we can single out one of the most important and influential. Their material is American literature. There were several writers at the time, namely Cotton Mather, William Bradford, Annie Bradstreet, Edward Taylor. The first name is Cotton Mather from 1663 to 1728. He is American Congregation minister and author. He entered Harvard at age 12 and graduated when he was 15. He devoted his life to praying, preaching, writing, and publishing, and still followed his main purpose in life of doing good. Thus, he joined his father in counting churches a chance to use of spiritual evidence, testimony of a victim witchcraft that he had been attached by a spiritual bearing the appearance of someone he knew.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hamida. Okay, thank you very much for the next opportunity you have been given, and I will continue the material William Bradford, the period 1590. He immigrated to Holland 1621. Before coming to America on the Mayflower, he signed the Mayflower Compact helped to sell it. The location of the Plymouth colony and was the first selected governor in 1609 until 20. He wrote the history of Plymouth Plantation 1620, which give ample evidence of the moral steadfastness result of the early pilgrims and ensured their place in American history and folklore. Okay, and the next, the colonial poetry. William is famously known to have said it is very easy to tell about American poetry. His implication is a historical one, and yet he begs the question, what is American poetry? Any discourse on American literature as a continuum placidly attributes both temporal spatial demarcation to the term American. In the same way, the world usually uses poetry with a moralistic purpose rather than the intrinsic art of the genre. However, there are two poets who stand above the rest and are obligatorily mentioned when talking about the poetry of the period. Okay, and the next, Anne Brasset. The period 1612 until 1672. Anne Brasset, the first woman to be recognized as an accomplished New World poet. She benefited from the Elizabethan tradition that valued female education. In about the 1828, the date is not certain, Anne Dudley married Simon Brasset, who assisted her father with the management of the Earl's estate in Sandringham. When her brother-in-law Johann Woodbridge returned to England 1223, he took with him the manuscript of Brasset's poems without her knowledge. He published them, settling the collection that then most lately sprang up in American. The volume met with immediate success in London. 6 years after her death in 1672, he revised poems, along with me, a number of new pieces were published under the title of several poems compiled with great variety of wit and learning, full of delight. Okay, thank you. That's all our material in about American literature the colonial period. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.